Welcome to the keys to using Google Ads for kitchen and bath leads. And if you don't know, my name is Jose Victor Castellanos. I am the owner of Recon Media Inc., which is a digital marketing agency that specializes in helping businesses generate more sales and leads online through paid advertising, as well as search engine optimization and a few other marketing channels. I've been doing this for 10 years. My experience and my focus is helping with lead generation, specifically through Google Ads, Facebook Ads, and then as well as optimizing websites so that they can generate leads organically as well. Created a program for contractors called the Marketing Renovation Program, where we help contractors renovate their marketing while they're out renovating homes. All right, so keys to using Google Ads for kitchen and bath leads. First, why Google Ads, right? So the first one is it's really the reach. Google is the number one search engine in the world. The number two search engine in the world is actually YouTube. So Google actually owns YouTube, and Google Ads are able to run on YouTube. So you're able to reach a ton of people. The targeting capabilities. You're able to target based on specific keywords, their location, and even demographics to make sure that you're hitting the right target and the right customer. It's cost effective because it's a pay per click model. So you only pay when someone actually clicks on your ad and goes to your website. Otherwise, if your ads just get shown, no one clicks on them, you don't pay. So pretty cost effective there. And it's measurable. You can measure everything: the number of clicks, how many times your ads were shown, number of conversions, which could be your sales and your leads. And then you have the flexibility of making changes whenever you want. So if you want to change up the special in order to make the ad more compelling, or if you want to add an offer, or you just want to change up the ad because it's just time to change it up, you can do that at any time. You can turn on and off the ads at any time. Not that I recommend you do that, but you definitely can make any change you want at any time. You're not constrained to just running the ad once you hit turn on. So if you turn it on, you don't like it, turn it off, make changes, turn it back on. What are the different types of ads, and where will your ads be shown? The most common ad type that we know is the search ad. So these are the ads that show up at the top and the bottom of search results. So when you do a search, for example, in this screenshot here, kitchen remodelers near me, you'll see that there are two results there that show up. Now, to show you within these results, what you'll notice is here you'll see their actual headline that you would actually click on, but below it you'll actually see a location address, so you can actually add a location. Now I'm going to talk about that more in a little bit. Then you have your display ads. These display ads are shown all throughout the internet. Typically you see them a lot on informational websites, news websites, because it's a way that they're able to generate revenue. And so for example, here you'll be able to see that the ad is running on, this is an example of Palm Beach Post for TurboTax. And then here you'll see, as I scroll down, here's another ad, and then here's another ad. And this on this side is actually a remarketing ad for a hat company that I went and visited their website. So they're trying to get me to go back. Then you have video ads. With video ads, this allows you to appear on YouTube and other video platforms that they have affiliation with and partnerships with. And here's an example of a search that someone may do on YouTube that could be beneficial for you. So for example, I did a search for install kitchen countertop, because there's a lot of people out there that are trying to do things on their own, all DIY projects. So someone will go to YouTube and find out, how do I install a kitchen countertop? And the very first thing that comes up is actually this here, this ad right here for kitchen countertops installs. And it's from Lowe's. And when you click on it, this is the very first thing that you see. Let us install your countertop. So really great, because if someone is searching install kitchen countertop, they're likely learning on how to install them. Could be someone doing it for themselves. And if they don't want to figure it out anymore, it's a lot easier for them to just click on there, take a look, and be like, you know what? Let me just have the pros do it. The next one are shopping ads. These are more the least relevant to any type of contractor unless you are selling some sort of product, whether it be some sort of tool or maybe some sort of compound. You can sell through Google Shopping, and this allows people to buy directly through Google and get to your website really quick, so that you're able to be seen as soon as people are doing their search. So this is an example of it showing up within a Google search. And they also show up within YouTube, as well as specifically the Google Shopping page. So what ads work for lead generation? So here I put a list of order of what's the most effective to the least effective for actual generating leads, right? These ads can all be used for branding, and there's other strategies that you can utilize for all types of ads. But this is for specifically for lead generation. So the most effective for lead generation are going to be the search ads. Then you have your video ads, and then you have your display ads. The search ads, because this is where people are actually actively searching for your product or service, right? So they are actively out there searching for you and want to do business with someone. Then you have the video ads, and this is someone that could be possibly searching, looking to do something on their own. It's a great way to get in front of them while they're in that search phase. And then you have the display ads. So these are effective for getting out in front of potential prospects that might be searching for other things related to a service that you provide. And so now you can show up in front of them all throughout the internet, as well as show up to people who have visited your website, and you can show up to them all throughout the internet with a display ad, which is very common. All right, so now let's talk about some of the keys to a successful lead generation campaign. First, your keyword targeting. This is extremely, extremely important because you have to be utilizing the right keyword phrases. These are the phrases that people are going and typing into the search bar to find you. And if you don't not bidding on the correct terms and phrases, you're going to get outbid. You're going to not show up. You're just not going to generate any traffic. And people are just going to overlook you because you may be showing up for the wrong things. So you want to make sure to be doing keyword research. Below here is this screenshot here. You'll see this is a screenshot of some terms related to kitchen renovation, kitchen makeover, essentially a kitchen remodeler. So here you'll see some of the terms. This shows us how many searches a month there are for these terms. And then this allows you to know what it costs on the low end and then what it costs on the high end to be at the very top of a search result. Now, this is always, the price is always going to vary based on where the location where you're at, the competition for the keywords and all of that. So one of the key things that you want to do is make sure that you're using key phrases that are buyer intent keywords. So these are keywords where the buyer is further down the funnel. Right? So most people are out there, they have to do research and then they start getting quotes and all and so forth. So if they're out there doing research, that's good, but you may want people that are a little bit further down. So for example, here you see people looking for new kitchen cost, kitchen renovation costs. These are people who are actively looking to get quotes because they want to know how much is it going to cost to do something like this. So these are really good prospects. Also, kitchen remodelers near me. So these are people that are possibly doing some research, trying to see who's out there in the market as well. Very good potential prospects. So make sure to do your keyword research. And then there's not just the keywords that you're bidding on that you want to show up for, but then there's the keywords that you don't want to show up for. Because if you're showing up for keywords that are not related to your business, you may be generating clicks for things that are not related and just wasting money. And you don't want to be wasting money. You definitely want to make sure that you are not showing up for terms that are not related to your business. And here are some common keywords, negative keywords that are used, such as jobs, careers, how to, cheap, DIY, rental, possibly inspiration. Right. So these are all terms that you may not want to show up for because you're not offering a job, you're not doing how-tos, you're not cheap, and you're not doing DIY projects. You're not showing people how to do DIY projects, right? And you're not renting anything. So Those are a few negative keywords that you want to make sure that you put into your negative keyword list so that you're not showing up for terms that are not related for your business and wasting money. The next is you want to make sure that you have the proper targeting. So you want to make sure that you are showing up in the right places. If your targeting is too broad, you're wasting money, you're getting phone calls from areas that you don't even want to travel to. So with the specific location targeting, you can target based on radius, towns, cities, zip codes, counties, countries, whatever you want. You can pretty much target exactly where you want your ads to show. And the two most common are targeting by location, which this is where you would utilize like a zip code, a city name, and it'll actually map out that exact city limits, right? And you'll stay right within those city limits and right within that zip code. Or you can utilize radius, which is most common for most contractors, because you only want to travel so far from your actual headquarters. So if you only want to travel 15 or 20 miles, now you got 15 or 20 miles north, 15, 20 miles south, east, or west, right? So that's your entire radius that you're willing to travel to. Now, within your locations, though, within your radius, there may be areas that you may not want to go and do business or that you know aren't going to purchase from you. Maybe it's an area that's heavy populated with apartments complexes. So you don't need to show up there because no one there is doing a kitchen remodeling or a bathroom remodel because they're apartments, they're renting them. So with excluding, you can exclude those different areas. You can do the same thing. You can exclude by zip code, city, state, and radius. The next thing are ad extensions. You want to utilize ad extensions as much as possible. One of those ad extensions I showed you earlier, which was the location extension, which showed up below the search result, which gave the address and location of a kitchen remodeler, I believe it was. So this really what they do is they provide additional information for a searcher to be able to click through to possibly a specific page on your website, possibly call you. There's a number of different things. So here are the top 5 ad extensions that you should be utilizing in your campaigns. There are other ones out there that are available, but these are the top 5 that you should be utilizing for sure. You have your site links. So site links adds links to specific pages within your website. So if someone does a kitchen remodeler near me search, below your ad, you can have things such as countertops, cabinets, dishwashers, sinks, whatever else you want to have underneath there that you have pages for where you can drive people to. Then you have the call extension. This is where people are be able to call you directly from the ad. So if someone does a search within Google Maps, they can boom, go ahead and call you directly from there, even from a regular search. If your phone number shows up and they see the ad and it's something that captures them and they want to learn more, boom, they can click the button and click to call you right from there, right? Really generating the lead instantly. You have your location extension, which is what I mentioned earlier, which is where it puts your address below it. So it's good to have for like where your headquarters is at, and just gives people, if you have a showroom, it's also really good. So that way you can drive some foot traffic into your showroom as well. And the location extension also is what shows up in the maps, allowing your business address and phone number to show up there as well. And then you have the call out extension. So the call outs are just essentially just key terms and phrases that you may want to put on there, such as maybe first time buyer discount, specials on countertops, number 1 in New York City, right? So you can just put some key phrases in there. They don't link to anything, but it's just a way to add some additional terms in there. So it could be, Italian marble. It could be anything that you want, really, but just add some extra phrases and keywords to your ad so that people will be more likely to engage with it. Then you have your lead form extension. So this is a newer extension. Not too many people utilize this, but it is effective because it allows people, when they do the search, they're able to click on the form to submit their information to you as opposed to going to your website. So it's like a micro landing page, but it's just a form that users will be able to fill out and submit. Now, when you get submitted, you do have to set it up for it to get automatically emailed to you. But it's an option where people can go ahead and just submit their information right then and there, and without having to go to another website. So it's a way for a user to quickly submit their information and quickly be able to get a hold of you. Hopefully you call back right away. Utilize remarketing, also known as retargeting. I'm supposed to say retargeting at the top. As a digital advertising strategy, this allows you to actually remarket back to the people that have visited your website, have engaged with possibly your email or your ads. So there's multiple ways to do this. So here's an example. There's a user here. They go to your website for whatever reason. They saw your truck, they saw an ad, but they got to your website. But they didn't submit their information to you and because they're kind of still doing some research. But now they go out and they're browsing the internet. And now while they're browsing the internet, right here, you have your ads. And now your ads, they're like, oh, wow, you know what? I didn't get a chance to actually submit my information to them, or I wanted to actually learn some more about them. Click, and they go back to your website. So now this is driving people back to your website to re-engage with you for potential conversion, right? They didn't take action the first time. This brings them back, and now they might be able to take action. Keep in mind that in most cases, it takes 7 to 10 touches before someone actually takes action to do business with you. The next one's ad scheduling. So ad scheduling is really effective because it allows you to run your ads only on the days and times that you want your ads to be running. So really want your ads to be running when people are most actively searching for your product or service. So most cases, it's going to be the weekdays, 9 to 6, 9 to 5. I typically would say to keep it out a little longer. That way you can generate some extra phone calls after hours when everybody else shuts off. But this allows you to create that schedule so you can have it to shut off automatically on the weekends, automatically turns on at 8 a.m., automatically shuts off in the evening. And this is really good if you have a limited budget because it allows you to really control your budget and only show up at the times when you are most likely going to be able to generate a new lead. Then you have your conversion tracking. So with the conversion tracking, this is the most important thing and what's going to help Google make your campaign a success. And the conversion tracking is what allows you to track how many purchases, lead forms, or phone calls were generated from the campaign specifically. So this will allow you to know, okay, this is the campaign, this is the ad, this is the keywords that are generating me business. Now I may want to double down on this, and it allows you to make a very informed decision about your advertising and helping to optimize your campaign so that you're able to generate a better return on your investment. And then you have your landing page. In most cases, what I see people when they run their own campaigns is that they're driving traffic to their website. And the problem with driving traffic to the website is that there's too many distractions. There's way too many words, way too many images, way too many places to click. And it's not a clear message typically because it's like, oh, I offer this. And they're like, no, I'm only looking for this. I specifically searched for kitchen remodeling. Why am I talking about bathroom remodeling? Why are we talking about tiles? Why are we talking about pavers? Right? You want to drive people to a very specific page, and that's what a landing page does. So a landing page is specifically focused on getting people to convert into a lead or a purchase by really focusing on the service that they are looking for and making sure that the offer aligns with what it is that they're looking for so that they're more likely to take action. So here's an example of one for a outdoor kitchen company. And on here, you'll see there's no other links on here. It's simply you either call or you submit the form. And then if you scroll down, there's some more pictures and before and after stuff. But just quick, easy landing page there. And the other thing real quick with the landing pages is that make sure that they're mobile optimized. This is a screenshot from the desktop, but there's also a mobile version of it as well. So you want to make sure that it is mobile optimized, as the majority of your traffic, likely 90% or more, is going to come from a mobile device. So to recap real quick, you have your keyword targeting. So to make your campaigns very effective, you want to make sure that you have your keywords right, that you're bidding on the correct keywords that are buyer intent, people that are further down the pipeline, if you're looking to generate leads right away. Then you have your negative keywords to make sure that you're not showing up for terms that are not related for your business and you're not wasting a bunch of money. Then you have your location targeting. This is where you're able to make sure that your ads are only showing up to the people in the area that you want your ads to be showing. Your ad extensions, make sure that those are utilized. There's 5 of them that I gave you that you should be utilizing. And so you want to make sure to have that, especially the call extension and location extension. Those are very effective when it comes to localized searches. You want to do some remarketing because not everybody that visits your website or engages with your ads or your emails is buying right away. But if they continue to see you and see that you're in front of them and you stay top of mind, they're going to be more likely to give you the call when it comes time for them to take action. Then you have the ad scheduling. So you want to make sure to utilize the ad schedule so that you are only showing up on the times and days where you're going to be able to, one, answer the phone and be able to be there when most people are searching, right? You don't want to be out there showing up wasting money when people really aren't actively searching, such as like the weekends. Most homeowners are out and about, not really doing too many searches for those types of services. You have your conversion tracking, so you want to make sure that you add any type of tracking to the campaigns. That way you know exactly what terms, what ads, what campaigns are generating you the most business. And it even goes down as far as the location area, right? So you'll be able to get down to what city and all of that is generating you business. Then you have your landing page. So make sure that you're utilizing a specific page for your specific campaigns. If you have a kitchen campaign, drive people to a very specific kitchen remodeling page. If it's about bathrooms, it goes to bathrooms. About tiles, it goes to tiles. About fencing, goes to fencing. Whatever it is, make sure that it's driving people specifically to the service that they are looking for and not just to your website homepage. All right. So thank you so much. That was awesome. I'm glad you stuck around all the way to the end here. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at jose@reconmediainc.com. Just let me know that you were on the webinar about Google Ads, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. Also, if you are watching this on Facebook, go ahead and leave a comment with any of your questions. I'll be on there this afternoon answering any questions that may be on there. And if you'd like a complimentary strategy session, make sure to visit marketingrenovation.co. And on there, you'll be able to book a complimentary strategy session where we can discuss your business, your goals, and ways that you can achieve them through digital marketing, whether that's with us or whether that's with someone else or by yourself. I'm happy to help make you successful. So until the next webinar, peace.